who could make a motion to start our meeting at,
You need a gavel,
I
Sherry.
know it, I know. 6:01. And Kelly, we cannot thank you enough for being our secretary, taking that role on. Debbie did complete the minutes from the last meeting for us, so you received those today, and we'll just talk briefly about those too. But this just warms, all of our hearts, especially. Hey, how are you?
All right.
Patrick, good to have you with us. Oh, thank you.
Another face I don't recognize.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's good.
Wow. Oh, and I hear a door. Is that?
Oh, door. Oh.
Yay!
Wow. Is that-
We have never had this.
Wow.
We don't know what to do. Oh, we don't know what to say.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
This is a gift. This is amazing.
It is amazing.
And Patrick, for your present, that's like, wow, this is really great. Well, welcome, and we'll do your oath on this so that we have it, your oath, so you'll be all set up as in, yes, so, James.
So it's another
yes.
Patrick?
No, James, actually, I was
James.
looking, James, so,
Okay.
yeah, and James is going to be, let's see, you will be, alternate, is that correct? No, you're a full member, as a member, so, yes, which is wonderful. That part gets a little confusing, the alternates, the members, the liaisons, but we were just about to open the meeting, but before we do officially, this, not to be corny, but this is heartwarming. I mean, Lois said to me that, I wasn't gonna sit in this chair, I thought maybe we'd leave it open in honor of our Jim Green, because no one could ever replace him and what he did and brought to this committee. And we were dwindling a little bit, I think, with sadness and so many things, but he would just be so happy to see all of us here,
Yeah.
old members, and also our new members, because this committee has so much potential and so many good things to do. Oddly enough, when I was asked to take over the chair role last time, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, the minutes, the summary, the agenda, and I thought, where do you begin? And I thought to myself, well, what would Jim do? And come on in, right? Oh,
WWJD?
Yeah, WWJD, right, so I thought,
Come on, Ray. What is this meeting?
This is Senior Resources.
It's about you, Ray.
You're welcome to join us.
I'm old.
Ray,
we're happy to have you, bud.
Yes, this is, and I want us to stay focused too, because my goal is to get us all out of here by 7, and that's a
Okay.
promise, not a maybe. So, but I looked into my old emails, and there, what popped up, the first thing from Jim Green was his agenda from last year when he planned the old home day booth and all of that for us. So I call that a God wink, and I think that's pretty special that somehow there Jim was. And this is his chair, and I don't think anyone could ever fill it, but it's just, this is a smile. So anyway, let's get this ball rolling here. So the one thing first is, since we have so many new people, let's just go around the table and just a quick introduction. And if if you're an alternate, a full member, that would be great. And we'll never remember everyone's names initially, but it will come. And so Sherry Farrell, your chairperson.
Do you need help spelling, like the spelling of names or anything?
You know what, actually, most of
I was gonna say, I'll cheat.
Yeah, well, and actually,
I just don't wanna,
I did
first
my-
time.
you later when
It's fine.
I did my best to come up with everyone's names here, and if you're an alternate or a full member, if I got someone wrong, I'm sorry about that. Just let me know and we'll make the change, but this is what I had. So Sherry Farrell, your chairperson, and I believe, as I said last time, I think it's 14 years. So Ray, old, very old. I've been on this committee a long time. Lois, we've been here a long time.
I think so.
Lois,
I
you
think so.
go.
My name is Lois Sagowski, and I am a full member, and I haven't been 4 years, but it's been a long time.
You've been a long, you've got.
A 14 member.
Yeah, you've been.
Been a
way
long
up there,
time.
though.
I'm Kelly McShane, I'm the secretary, it's my second meeting, so.
Oh, God bless you.
Yeah.
Second meeting.
Isn't that wonderful?
I came back.
Yeah,
She has a lot of
wonderful.
senior experience.
Oh,
Yes.
Kelly, you should just share about your experience. We've
So-
never had that before, really.
Oh, well, I'll keep it brief. I'm obviously a Londonderry resident, but I work for the town of Andover. I'm the assistant director for their senior center. I've been working there for 5 years. And previous to that, I've been working in memory care and just with seniors my whole life, so.
So, we're very fortunate.
Well, welcome,
Picked
welcome.
our committee, so thank you. John, we need to move you up to this table. Come on up. We can squeeze in, let's all just scoot down.
Yeah.
We've got room, come on in.
Slide to the right.
Slide to the right.
All right.
We just need music, and we're all set. John, and here's an agenda, if anyone else needs an agenda, in minutes, there you go. You might have to share. This is amazing.
I know, we've never had an issue with not enough chairs.
No, my goodness.
Never had this before.
This is a true gift, so,
Yeah.
and John, we knew we were saving a seat for you, because you always said you're for us, so. All right, and Kelly, that experience, thank you, I mean, you're gonna add a lot, and that's what we needed, was something, oh, I love that, thank you. I mean, we should do a group picture at the end, this is, this is pretty
It's a video,
nice.
so-
All right,
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you so much, and for taking on the secretary role, it's not an easy thing, but Deb's there to help if you need anything. And our Erin.
I'm Erin Matlin. I'm the director at the library across the street. So I encourage everybody to come by and get a library card, sign up for
Excellent.
programs. We're doing summer reading. You can win great prizes.
Excellent, excellent, thank you.
Philip LeBlanc, I am the liaison for the fire department.
Thank you, Phil.
Good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick Cheatham. I'm a police officer and a captain with the police department, also in a liaison role, so non-voting. Today is actually, I've completed 23 years of service, and I start my 24th. That's my fun fact.
And how old were you when you started with our?
I was 21 years old.
I just think that's so neat, you
I was a
know,
police
that,
explorer at 17,
I
so.
mean, yeah, that's what I mean.
Have you
yeah,
always
that
been a
you've been-
legendary resident?
Yeah, well,
No, so I'm born and raised in Bedford, New Hampshire. I do reside in town now, up on Stonehenge, but.
For some reason, I thought you were a longtime resident.
well, he's
Just been around
London,
the place.
there is the
Yeah,
time,
long time.
right, yes. so-
Maybe that's why I
That's
thought that.
Litchfield.
But,
Yeah.
but I knew you were 17 because, you know,
Wow.
yeah, so, thank you. And Ilona.
Ilona Arndt, Senior Affairs Director, run the Senior Center, liaison position here. I've been with the town for a little over 3 years.
Wealth of knowledge.
In the town for 21 years.
Mary Ann Ryan, I am a brand new alternate to the committee.
Wonderful. That's how many of us started in the end. Thank you. And Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Robertson, permanent, I guess. And I've been in town 50-plus years.
Wow, and you've been a part of the committee for a long time too. We appreciate it. And Valerie.
Valerie Brower. I've been on the committee, I think, about 2 years now, and got bamboozled into being vice chair.
It is in writing now.
I was there to support you.
Thank you.
Resident of Londonderry for a big 10 years in October.
And James?
James Barris, I'm a new member, live in Londonderry, have for about 7-ish years. I work as a nurse in long-term care.
Oh, phenomenal.
wow.
Oh, another, that's, wow, good stuff. Thank you, James.
That's right, you had shift, I watched the last meeting, you had shift changes, that's why we're able to attend now. I took a note on that.
She's documenting people.
I documented everybody.
And-
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Laurie Miller. I've been a resident for 30 years. I've been here for about a year off and on, and I think I'm still an alternate. Can't 100% be sure, but I'm gonna.
I'll double check too.
Okay.
Glad to have you, thank you.
Thank you.
And John.
I'm John Wilson. I've been on the committee for a while.
A long time.
Yeah.
And-
John and I started.
He's been a resident for a while.
Yes, and John is very well
Fighting
versed.
transportation
He
forever.
he attends pretty much all of the meetings, transportation, he's a fighter up there for us in Concord at state levels, trying to bring senior transportation to our town and more awareness, so thank you, John.
And he's on the cart board too.
Yes, he is on CART.
Which I was,
yeah.
and I just, it's not my
Well,
wheelhouse, and he's like,
Yeah, it's amazing.
Great.
So if anyone's not aware, CART is the transportation that's available for seniors, really for everyone. It doesn't, you don't have to be a senior, it's a nominal fee. I think it's still $2 each way. It brings a lot of our seniors to Ilona at the senior center, and but even for doctor's appointments and other things, they're available. So it's an important tool for us to have.
My name is Maridel Allen. I have been in town a little over a year. I'm newly retired, so I am getting into this phase of my life where I'm looking at this next chapter and saying, how can I help? How can I make it work for me? And I've always felt making things work for me will work for everybody, so.
Oh, that's a good phrase.
So,
Very
I'm glad to be
good,
here.
glad to have you too.
You have to put on your own
Weeks.
oxygen mask first.
Yeah,
No,
right?
no.
Where are we going?
Already prepped.
Yes, so just,
I don't wanna go.
Do you have another agenda, or are you all,
do
I
we
know
have
you
another
didn't
one
expect
floating
someone to
around?
go.
Maybe if we could, oh, is that one
Share
there?
it. More than-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah, there you go.
There's an
And I
agenda.
don't know if you
There you go.
received the minutes, but if we
I
share
have
the
the minutes,
minutes.
but can I share?
Sure. And James, do you have a minute? I did not think we'd
that's
have
the
this
minutes.
problem at all.
Okay, so
Yeah,
she has some.
Yeah, and even if anyone needs to share, that's fine.
14. It's gonna be very hard. I'm not used to it. I'm a paper person.
Wow, this is
If I counted
wonderful. So, yes, so, wonderful, we have 14 of us, as Lois just counted, so, yes, the biggest thing that we need to, we definitely have a quorum, no question there. But yes, and if I have any errors here again on the attendance, full members, alternates, anyone we need to check, not a problem, we'll make sure we straighten that out. The next thing we'll just do, kind of quickly, is to look at the minutes. If you notice anything that's incorrect in them, Deb did a really great job helping us out with those, as always. And if you notice anything, we sent them out today, but if everyone wants to take a quick look at them, and if someone would make a motion to accept them?
Yes, the only thing I saw, and I think it prompted a question from someone, is that the next meeting was gonna be August 6th.
Oh, on the back, yeah.
Oh.
Last thing.
Right here, this should
Oh.
have
I get confused.
Oh, that's why you sent that
Oh,
email.
Patrick,
Okay.
that's, thank goodness you initiated that, I did not catch that. Yes,
Okay,
next
so
meeting.
September, what?
No,
Oh, no, August.
August
Yes,
5th,
yeah, yeah,
today's
thank
the
you,
fifth.
yeah, and then on our agenda, our next meeting will be September 2nd, which I know, is right after Labor Day,
That's the
but.
day after Labor Day, it's gonna be, well, I'm all set, I'll come.
Yeah, and we
'cause I'll be
we
here.
can discuss it, but that's,
You'll
if, I
recover.
would like us to stick with our
That
plan
is none of your business.
for it. All right, so, could I get a motion to accept the minutes? A motion
I
to
cannot,
accept the
I cannot.
minutes?
I make
I don't
a
think I'm
motion
allowed.
to
Elizabeth,
accept
thank you.
the minutes
Thank
as
you.
written.
Thank you. And second by, I'll second them.
I wasn't
Kelly?
here, so.
Yeah, oh, yeah, Kelly, would
I don't
you
think I'm
second?
allowed to second that.
I
No,
was
technically
not.
not, you're right.
Yes.
Thank you, perfect, okay, good stuff. All right, so, the most important thing that we need to do today, and our focus, is going to be Old Home Day Saturday, which is not this Saturday, but it's next Saturday, so it's right around the corner. But I think it's kind of special, we talked about Jim in the beginning, and before we jump into that, Patrick, I'd like you to share, and I know I have you down here in the agenda, but why don't you share what you have, because I think
Sure.
it's very
So for
special.
the members and folks that weren't here last time, we had talked about trying to just remember Jim. Well, we all remember Jim in a positive way, but a public show of that affection with an award. And while we haven't come up with the exact criteria, I think Kelly was going to be able to, Kelly, right?
Yes,
Okay,
you got
Kelly, Kelly might have some experience, maybe, sometime after Old Home Day, we could come up with just a quick policy or something to help select. But in Jim's memory, we leave this plaque.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
That's
And
wonderful.
so I'll
That's
pass it
I
around.
took that picture.
I'm happy to read it. It says, James Jim Green embodied service and volunteerism throughout his life. Having served in the U.S. Army during Vietnam, he continued his service in the New Hampshire National Guard for another 18 years, and then later was president of Londonderry's Senior Resource Committee, Democratic Party, and Sugar Plum Senior Community. After his passing in March of 2025, the Senior Resource Committee established an award in Jim's name to annually recognize Londonderry's most dedicated volunteer to his senior community. And so,
That's wonderful.
we'll just add the name and the date that when we select a recipient, and it'll be shiny just like this text plate, but there's just like protective enamel on it so that they look different. That's why. But it's just like like when you get a new TV or something, it's like
Peel the
thing
best
off.
part.
Yeah.
And we get this done right at Crown Trophy in Hooksett. I do a lot of business.
Oh,
with
they're
them in the police
fantastic.
department.
Where are we gonna hang it, here?
I don't know.
That is-
I think we bring it to Old Home Day. We can put it on
I
display.
think
Yeah.
so.
And maybe
I
even
think
say
so.
start, if I have time.
Has
I don't-
anybody communicated with his wife about
Oh,
this?
Linda has, I just actually
would
had to
love
talk
to
to
know.
her. Yeah, I talked to her about a couple things for our meeting today, and she's very excited. I almost invited her to this, but she has an early morning Rotary meeting tomorrow, so.
She's very.
Yeah, so she is, Linda Green, Historical Society, I know you've been involved with her, Patrick, a lot too. She's wonderful, just as Jim was. And another committee to think about is the Historical Society, because they do a lot of great things in bringing back our
She did a
history.
great job.
Maybe
Yeah.
what we could do is at Old Home Day, when there's a break in music or something, we can just make an announcement to people to say, we'd like to just, show this plaque, but also we're accepting nominations, or we will be accepting nominations. I mean, some people will listen, some
Patrick.
people won't, but at least that,
We
there's
could
so
do it
many,
at the senior picnic.
that'd be another great time. to do
Yeah,
it.
why don't
So
we do it
let's
both
yeah,
places?
exactly.
If you, would you
Does
do that?
This committee have like a generic email, that people could send the nominations to? Like, how would the nominations get to?
They could,
I
what are
think
you
we'll-
thinking,
we'll,
Patrick?
Yeah, so I think what we'll probably, I'll work with Tristan on that,
Okay.
how we're,
Yeah,
we'll
Tristan.
just put a link on the website, the new website for the town is excellent, and we'll figure that out, but I
Okay,
think maybe
Good point, though.
we'll
that
just,
we need to
more of
think
just
about.
informational, hey,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
still planning this, we got the plaque,
Right.
stay tuned and pay
To
attention.
celebrate
I
our
love the
Jim.
community involvement though, like just
Yeah.
anybody can nominate
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah,
and they just go to
right.
the portal. I mean, I think it would be great if we gave the first one out at Old Home Day.
Next year.
Oh,
Is that what
it's
you're
too
saying?
soon, it's too soon for the,
Oh, yeah.
not Old Home Day, the senior expo.
Oh, at the
Like
senior.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
with only 2
Yeah.
months to plan it, but.
I think there's
Yeah.
time to do it, if we can, I think we just keep it very basic, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, 5 or 6 criteria, you
Yeah.
submit,
Yeah.
75 words or something
But you know what,
like that.
Yes.
a little selfishly with this, I'd like this to be Jim's year of honor,
Yeah.
and then
That's a
next
really
year,
good
idea. Yeah, that's a
I
good
just
point.
think that, and then we'll bring awareness to it, publicity through Kirsten on the website.
I think it'd be good for
yeah.
maybe the paper to do an article about it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that would definitely happen, so.
So, should we think that the first recipient ever of the Jim Green Award is Jim Green himself?
But that's what I was, I
Okay.
was thinking.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah.
Would everyone like me to get a text plate that and not
I
just
would
have his name
love
there, so
that,
his name
I
could
would
be the
love
very
that.
first
Does
one?
everyone agree, or is anyone, if you do disagree, please?
I
Yeah.
don't picture a lot of volunteers in town being like, 2025 was my year.
I think that's a perfect.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
I
thank
have,
you,
I have
Patrick.
one suggestion for the next one, and we've been trying to think of a way to honor, Bonnie.
That's
So-
what I was trying to get your attention. Who was the
Oh.
woman Jim Green was talking about at
Yeah.
meetings?
It's fine. She's on here,
Right?
too. You guys put her in here somewhere.
Yes, oh, there you
Um,
go.
And she retired from LSCI, she was doing it for 17 years. And she actually, she was in my office for an hour and a half today, I haven't talked to her in like 7
Well,
months.
do we wanna,
She's been in Florida, she's, been away.
do we want to step back on that, or do you still wanna continue with the
No, I
first year
like,
being?
I like the idea.
The
of
first
it,
year,
yeah.
and then next year for Bonnie, cause I know Bonnie will be
isn't that
equally.
far away.
No,
No.
but she's not,
She was done in 24.
yes, right,
She's
right.
just a member now.
Yeah,
But
all right.
She's still my advisor in many ways. I ask her
Yes, she's
questions,
amazing,
so.
right.
She is amazing.
So,
Bonnie's incredible.
oh, she is, she's
She's
right up there
like-
with
Kind of
Jeff.
mentor to the
Yeah.
things that I know.
She's definitely up there with
Yes.
Jim.
So Patrick, do you think Bonnie next year then, or, we put more than one person on a year? That's, I guess, all up for debate, isn't it?
Clearly we need this plaque, because a lot of people.
Yeah, isn't that something, Kelly, right? You know what, we'll keep it that this
Maybe
year
we
we'll
do
kinda,
more than one
Yes,
year
'cause we-
if it warrants it.
right, I agree. Or I mean, we could always do it in a few months from now, in the middle of the year if we wanted to, and announce the people.
Put a
at
deadline
Old
on
Day.
nominations need to be in by a
Yes.
certain date
Yeah,
and then pick
absolutely.
a time to award it, right? Like-
Right, yeah, I like that, Valerie.
I do think it might be wise, to come up with some criteria, because I think some
Absolutely.
people will say, why were they
Yeah.
chosen instead of this person?
Yeah.
Like, just,
Yeah.
just to be clear, so that there's
Yeah.
no, but I think it's good, I think that's great.
Patrick, I bet maybe that's something you could work on with
So,
us too, 'cause you're
I'm
so.
also happy, I kind of jumped into the email stream, and I actually kind of put something together, but I'm happy to make it a lot prettier. I obviously wanted to have this meeting to gather more information about what we wanted, but really just out of like the fairness aspect of, obviously, we all know, and you especially have a really good pulse on the senior community, but to make sure it's opened to the entire community, that we have a
Everyone.
process, and that you know,
Very good point, instead of just,
also like no one on the board gets elected.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I put together something really quickly just about like the purpose, what is this all
Wow.
about,
Wow. You did
eligibility.
that.
But it's really cookie cutter, and so again, I wanna go back to it, I'm happy to send it out, we can discuss it at the next meeting or the following meeting
Wow.
when there's
Great.
time.
That is a great
Thank
idea.
you.
It's really easy.
One less thing
I knew-
on that.
I knew
That's
she was gonna be-
wonderful,
Easy for
Kelly.
you.
Yes, Kelly, that is so helpful, that's great,
That's
all
a-
right, good.
So-
And, yeah,
So for this, is it something that we want to do yearly or biannually? Do we wanna set dates to,
Yeah, we
you know,
should
when
have
we
some
have,
dates.
when we put it out, when, you know, we're accepting
Well, for-
nominations?
does anyone have experience with this type of thing, Phil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Good.
am the president of the New Hampshire Fire Service Committee Emerit, so we solicit nominations for awards and we hold an award ceremony every spring. So our nomination window is from the first of the year to the 30th of the year, and then the award ceremony is in April
Oh,
for
so the
that
following
previous,
year.
the following
Okay,
year.
gotcha.
Right, and so we have a form, and on that form, it has all the information, but it states right on it, like nominations are being accepted from January 1 of 2025 through December 31st of 2025,
We
right?
can use that as a template.
And,
if you-
yeah.
I was gonna say, could you give a copy of that to Kelly?
I can.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
It doesn't have any,
Good.
our template doesn't really have any criteria on it. If you go to the website, it explains the different awards, but then we as a committee vote on the awards to see what, if they meet the criteria.
Okay, right, cause that's gonna be another step, you're right, we can't really
Right.
just
Like our
talk,
by,
yeah, that's a tough one, right?
you know, we have bylaws that have within them stated what the awards
Right.
are. Very specific to like the, you know, Paul Sipek Committee of, Medal of Valor is for, you know, losing your life and or being very badly injured in the line of duty, and then it comes down from there, and I'm sure the police department has something very similar. And we have unit citations, so like if a whole group of people do something, so obviously we have a lot more awards within it,
Sure.
but there's very specific criteria as to, does this meet the criteria for this award or not? And we as a group vote on that, or, well,
Yeah,
we
that's-
discuss it and then vote on it.
And that's
It's
another
definitely
important
something
part
we can
of it.
put like on a
Yes.
future meeting where we can
Right.
dedicate a portion of the meeting to, how do we wanna
Exactly.
do this, right?
Maybe if we said, because from Old Home Day, we're going to fall right into the expo, maybe at our next meeting, we can discuss what you have, Kelly, too, like give you a little time. But then the meeting that would fall October will be the expo.
Oh, that's
And
right.
then, yeah, so maybe in November, we could plan to talk about it, that would be great.
We,
and more.
we
But
have
might-
bylaws, right?
Um,
As an organization, do we have bylaws?
I was just thinking that actually myself.
You know?
I don't think we do.
I'm not, I think there are some that are very
Don't we,
old,
John, don't we?
but
Jo-
John,
John.
do we
I'm
have
thinking we
bylaws,
do.
John? I think that they might be very, but bylaws, do we have bylaws for the senior resource? Well,
We don't have bylaws.
there you go.
We don't, we
Perfect,
have,
okay.
what is it we get?
We should have bylaws.
We should have, yeah, good question.
So I would say if we develop bylaws, within those bylaws are
Okay,
the
perfect.
criteria for the nominations along with other things, and then we should periodically review the bylaws.
All right, excellent.
We-
And yeah,
we
probably-
also-
yeah.
Should modify our mission statement.
I guess that's why I was thinking
Oh,
of the mission
number 2.
statement. Yeah, we, I've had
Okay.
issues with our mission statement for some
We did it on
time.
the expo.
Are you ready?
Right, okay, oh boy, John, good, mission yeah, this is important, because then the legacy that we leave going forward too, then a lot can be accomplished, so this should work
Is
very
there
well.
a senior issue that happens every year that could be our goal for, like Kelly said, having it the same time every year?
The expo, right?
The expo, I think
Yeah.
Patrick up on the stage, Phil, and
Yeah.
someone announcing it, Ilona, you know?
The expo,
Yeah.
the expo kind of became
That's a nice thing.
the mission of this organization, right?
did.
Because, and please, John, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when I came into it, we were kind of trying to figure out what our purpose was, right? We had a lot of different ideas, and then we kind of focused in on this one item and said, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it really, really well, and then once we do this really, really well, we will start to look to grow in other ways. So,
It's creating a resource base for the seniors.
correct,
Yes.
and so that's really our, and I think that's an appropriate place to, you know, present the
I
award.
think so too.
Or present the award there and then also do some kind of recognition at the next town
Right.
council meeting or something like
Oh
that,
my
right?
goodness, the town
So
council
that-
meeting.
so that it's-
Something
it's-
positive.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's presented in front of our town government and then also it's given at this meeting, which is
Ah,
centered
there you
around
go.
resources.
All right, yeah, that would be
So
perfect.
this year could be the inaugural for Jim,
Yes, yeah.
and then the
And
gold.
then present every year at the Resources Expo.
Yeah.
We'll just have to decide, should we present to the council before the expo, or, we can work that out, that's,
Yeah,
they'll
we
be
can go to a
open
meeting
to
after.
it, that'll be, yeah, they'll be
I have a
excited
question
about
and a
it.
comment on the whole, on
Yeah,
the
go
whole
ahead.
thing. Is there a financial reward attached to any of these?
No,
No.
no, with ours
Just
there,
recognition.
with ours there is not. With this, the New Hampshire Fire System Committee, there is not.
Because-
There's an award you wear on your
Right.
uniform,
Oh, no.
but there's no financial.
Like a badge or, okay, because one of the things that Sean mentioned in his meeting was having monies available to
Marriage.
exemplary employees.
Right.
And then I brought up the fact, can we do that for volunteers too? Because,
Yes.
but I know they don't have a salary. So I don't know if that's a sticky wicket
Oh,
or,
something though, he's open to all
you know,
kinds
and
of
not,
ideas.
not a lot,
Yeah.
500, 1,000, I don't know, like something to,
Yeah.
but that might impose on what you guys do, and I don't wanna do that.
No, I don't think money should be attached to it.
Only because
Yeah.
Jim was so humble
Yeah.
with all, it's a
Well,
great idea though.
I was
I don't
gonna
know about-
suggest, because you got my eye on your, ad about looking for material, is
Mhm.
there something we can do that your quilting group can make something every year, like a pillow?
Well, they're doing their own
Okay.
private blankets now,
Okay.
but no,
No.
they're trying to do something different next year, it's a 12
I just
12-month
wonder if we
program.
could just circle it around to other seniors giving into creating the award, if you will. I don't
The
know.
woman who runs that group is very into stuff like that, I think she would go for it.
Maybe,
know.
maybe
Yeah.
at least for the family, like I'm thinking of like, maybe a nice certificate or something for the family's wall, because given the something just
Or
that
even
would
a
be.
smaller plaque.
A smaller plaque,
Yeah.
that might be the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, you could just print out like
Yeah.
a certificate
Yeah.
and frame it, Dollar Tree frame, so their name is on the plaque
Yeah.
forever, but then we
Yeah.
actually hand them something.
Something, I think
right?
that, yeah,
But
because that would be.
that's minimal,
Right,
minimal
I like
money,
that.
Yeah.
But we'll move on because this is exceptional and it really, thank you, Patrick, for
Thank
all
you.
of that, that's
Very
wonderful.
nice. That's beautiful.
And we will bring it up again at our next meeting too, but Old Home Day, Patrick, you'll just take the lead on presenting it, let us know. Oh, sorry, I should ask you. Patrick.
Can't say no to Sharon. Can't say no.
I even got a microphone I didn't like.
I think, all right, perfect, good. No, I think, we'll just pass it with the, we'll pass it by the Old Home Day Committee, make sure it's, but I think that would be really nice. It also brings awareness to our group, which is helpful too.
Absolutely.
So, all right, so now on to the elephant in the room a little bit, right? So if you jump down to 4, and liaison updates, we'll keep them to the end because really we're gonna, we need to just talk about Old Home Day. And I need Ilona to update us a little bit too there. But for Old Home Day, I did my best here to just kind of dance around from Jim's email and what we know from being there. There's a lot we have to prepare for, but there really isn't a lot, it's, a couple tables, 4 chairs. I just tried to go through it. Kirsten sent out, I put an I instead of an E there, but Kirsten sent out a great email just stating what people that have booths have to do and follow for Old Home Day. And I printed out just a few of them if anyone wanted to take a look at it. But basically it says that we could start at 8 o'clock. So right now we have John, Valerie, and myself that'll be there to set up the tables. I've checked with Dave Wally to see, do we have to get our own rectangular tables and chairs, or is that something, that he would be able to help us with? And he always jumps
With
in
Dave
wherever he
Wally?
can. Yeah.
I have plenty of tables
Oh,
too.
you do if
I have
not?
some collapsible tables
Oh,
you could use, they're
wonderful,
very easy
Ilona.
to carry.
Oh, excellent. That might be even easier.
I have the 6-foot tables, but I have that version in a thinner collapsible version. I have 2 of them.
I think that
You
would
want
be
those?
great. We could just put them in the back of my car.
I
or-
could throw them, I'm bringing
Oh, you're
stuff
gonna be going over for the picnic.
constantly, so.
Right. Oh,
I
are
can-
you
I could-
sure?
I could store them at
How
Lions
about
Club.
4 chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, they'll charge
really?
much.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure
Oh, you guys
Dave,
over.
all right, thank you. And
Give you
Dave will
coffee.
appreciate one less thing
It's
that
easy.
he doesn't have to provide, because I feel like I'm always
So
asking
Ilona,
him.
2
Thank
chairs.
you, and maybe 4 chairs, I'm thinking 3 people will be there too.
Would you like to take a tablecloth too?
I had that on my list, but I'd love you to
I
take
have a
it.
ton of
Thank you.
tablecloths.
Yep, that's great. But yes, so Ilona, you've solved that one for us.
Do we have a tent?
We do have a tent, yes, and then.
Do you know where it is?
I do, I checked with
Okay.
Dave, it's right behind us over here, not in the next room, but it's in the staff room in a
I-
closet.
I can house it in the future, if not, if you
Oh,
want.
okay, thank
Okay.
you. Yes, the only little tricky thing is getting, generally what happens is at about 8 o'clock, we'll meet here and then we'll load up the tent and whatever else we have to in the back of one of our cars and then bring it over to the common. And then we just do our best to set it up. Right now, we have the three of us. James, I don't know if you were available, you were kind of, you have to see your work schedule, right?
Yeah, I'm fine for the morning.
Oh, good,
You wanna
okay.
throw
I
any
do
of that
work
at
that-
the Lions Club? You could throw all that in the Lions Club building on the key, and then we can just walk across the
Walk
street.
across the street and grab it.
That would be wonderful,
have
even
the
ahead
key.
of time?
Yeah.
Oh, I
have
love it,
stuff
that
in
would
there
be
right now.
great. I'm thrilled that you can be there, Joe, that's great, because the tent can be a little tricky. It's a great tent, but you know, the more people trying to maneuver it.
So last year, I just sort of parked down the street and I met everybody there. Are you saying you want to meet here and go over together?
No, you can meet over there, as
Okay.
long as like, and actually now with Ilona's idea,
If you meet at
I
8
may
o'clock in
not
front
have
of
to
Lions
come
Club,
here.
we can carry everything across the streets.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. And
What do
there
you
are
think?
some requirements, if you're going to be staying, in this email, it states about parking behind the, I call it the hat shell, but on
It
the
was that
common,
street
yeah.
down, yeah. I
but
walked
this-
quite a while.
Yeah, it's, you know, and
It's
there are
uphill.
people that'll have
Yep.
carts to help out and all, but if we have to unload anything, we can park right at the back of the common. With your idea, I prefer that we didn't load it up with our cars because, you know, it's just an obstruction and as you said, we can park other places that we find. Town Hall's a great place to park. It's kind of a hidden treasure because you do have to walk a little, but, you know, people
Matthew
don't.
Thornton's open for
Matthew
parking.
Matthew
and
Thornton's
then
wonderful.
Yeah.
Sunnycrest's Orchard lot is gonna be available for
Oh,
parking also. They've
wonderful. Oh,
agreed to
perfect.
allow
On
people to park
Pillsbury,
there.
on, so that'll be very.
Pillsbury will be closed though.
So the back end of it though?
So
or-
Pillsbury will be closed on the town common side for the whole day.
I saw that big sign.
Yeah.
However,
helpful.
Pillsbury gets closed down at Mammoth Road for the parade and then we open it back up.
Beautiful.
So just keep that.
Okay, good. So, yes, and if, in reach out, if you're a little concerned about parking, or if anyone would like a ride in a cart, I know we can figure that out. They have the golf carts going around
Do
and
we know where we're
people.
gonna be?
Excuse me,
Do
I'm
we have the
sorry.
map?
I haven't seen the map
We
yet.
had a hard time finding where we were
Yeah.
last
Oh,
year.
yes, I did
me
talk
and
to
Jim walking
Kirsten,
around.
yes, it can be a little tricky. Kirsten, already assured us we're near the library, we're near the
Mm-hmm.
YMCA, closer to the road, so, so we should be in good shape
Okay.
with it. And I will, for those of us who are gonna be, actually all of us, I'll send that around ahead of time too, as soon as, yeah, the map, it might be right
The
on the
booth map
homepage.
has not come out yet, so.
Oh,
No,
okay,
it
thank you, so I didn't miss, okay, great, but good point, cause then we'll know where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know that Kristen Grages is going to be there to kind of, it used to be our Reed Clark that would be there, you know, early in the morning to direct people, but now, my understanding, she's gonna be there to help tell people where to head and all, so that should be nice too, it should work out well.
Do we have the banner from last year's?
Ah, the mystery question, the banner, that, yes.
Every year we go, "Where is
I
that
was
banner?"
hoping,
I
thank you
think
for
I
bringing
have-
that up.
I think I have.
talked to Linda before our meeting, cause I've hunted, you know, everywhere I can think of. And Linda thinks she gave, that's what she thought I loved, so I was hoping that that.
We last used it at the
yeah.
expo, right? Would be the
Yeah.
last time we used it. He bought
I
it for the
think
We,
so.
table.
and we also have banners that we put on the trolley, which we're not gonna have this year.
Right.
Right, one
So I
time we
have the
actually
banners,
marched.
I'll put that on my
A
bring
few
it
years
list.
ago, we marched in the parade with a golf cart and the banners and all, but that, as long as you have it, cause that's perfect. And I was afraid that it might be in that room and, but when I looked, it wasn't, so, but perfect, I don't know, so that's a
So
big
I'm
question.
gonna bring stuff over there Friday this week.
All right, and I'll make sure that, that I'm there, we can talk about it too. All right, so looking, down, tent, we're all set on that, the location, we need a case of water, cause if it's hot, it gets, you know, everyone gets thirsty in there. Lollipops, I can, bring, if anyone else wants to bring any candy, it's always good to
No
have a-
chocolate.
Don't bring
no,
chocolate.
no,
Don't
because
bring
it won't
chocolate.
melt. The lollipops, the reason for that is we used to offer them in the town hall. Everyone loved the lollipops, the dum-dums. But we decided to not have them in the town hall anymore. We did have an incident where, you know, a little one, so, you know, just one comes off the stick. But that said, I have a huge bag from Sam's Club, so, yeah, you never know, right, when something can happen.
Did you practice your
Yes,
Heimlich that day?
so, yes, and, yeah, but thank goodness it didn't get to that point, but it was scary, you know, we've never kind of, gotten to that point. So we learned from it, and but it'd be wonderful. I'll bring over that bag. They won't melt. Hopefully, the bag plus will be taken and used. So, and anything else. The one thing we don't have is a little cutesy giveaway. But that, yes, Ilona.
Linda Green gave me all of Jim's stuff.
Oh, the bracelets.
I have these bracelets that say cute things.
yeah.
I brought them to an event I did at Marion Garish a few months ago. Not a lot of them were taken. I'm gonna say I maybe have 70-ish,
Okay, good.
and they're colorful. They're all different sayings. They're they're not juvenile, but they're not adult. They're kind of.
They're inspirational.
Yeah,
Inspirational, thank you.
I still have mine, it's in the car, never,
there
never
you go.
give
And
up.
I have some silly slap bracelets, but they're all
precious.
cowboy
We'll
themed.
take them.
Um,
Maybe.
From one of my events at the senior center.
Oh,
But and then I also have newsletters, which I
oh,
don't know how-
newsletters will be good for the table. Maybe even.
but
your
they'll be
little-
almost expired because they're
Right.
July, August.
But still, people will just kind of
And,
encourages. Yeah,
I don't know how much we should be doing membership stuff because that
doesn't hurt to have it there. Let's.
I might
you
have
know.
some. I have it on my list, but I haven't
Wonderful.
printed up extra yet.
No, I think that's a good idea.
But what other goodies are we gonna have?
Well, that's a start, and if anyone can think of anything, we don't really have money available per se to order something.
So I have a number of the File of Life
That, I think
cards.
those are, you do
That's-
So I still have a
wonderful.
number of those,
Good.
so.
But you don't have the red things.
I have
That-
the red
the
things too, I have
file.
both, so I'll put them I'll put them together one day.
Well,
So
give them to
we
me,
can-
and I'll have our people do
Okay.
it, like we
Oh,
usually
nice,
do.
Phil, good.
But we can put some at our table, I'll give some to put at this table.
Oh, good,
And then
I
we'll-
probably have like an inch and a half left. I don't have that many
and
left.
then I'll
Yeah, I don't have any.
reevaluate
Yeah.
what our stock is before the expo, and if I have to order more, I'll order more.
Does everyone know what the File for Life is? It's pretty impressive. It's for anyone really. You can write down your doctors, your contact information, and it's in a red plastic
With a
case.
magnet.
Yeah, and it goes on your refrigerator. So when our EMTs, our firefighters have to go into a home, it's not a question. Everyone's upset. It's right there on the refrigerator.
We're,
so.
we're working on something over there, a QR code that people can take and scan, and then there'll be a form to fill out, and if there's information they want us to put in our dispatching software so that we know going to the house, if their address comes up, it'll be in there, and it's 99% secure because you have to type the address, so unless you're like searching 500 something
Yeah,
addresses, you're not gonna
excellent.
find that information. But we also give that out, we have a form we give out right now just for like garage codes and stuff for people to put in, door codes. So we're working on that, I don't know if we'll have that out.
All right, good. But just that,
It's
the
something
File
that
for Life
keeps
is
all of that
impressive to give
information.
away.
Did you start that last year? I think I remember that at one of the other meetings.
This is a
last
couple,
year.
we've had them for a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the most important giveaway of
Yeah.
all, right? No, so that's excellent. If anyone comes up with anything else, send me an email. There's usually a way. There's great groups that want to get involved. And if you have something, we might be able to figure out a way to make it happen. We get lots of no's, we might get a yes, But I think we've got
Oh,
enough to
expo
make it look
flyers,
nice.
too.
We
Yeah,
also need
expo
the
flyer.
senior expo flyers.
Yes,
right?
that's, and Erin, you were gonna make
I'm
up
gonna
two
make
hundred-ish?
those,
Okay,
Yep,
so.
I'll print those out, I'll have those ready, cause
I have-
we'll be
I-
at Old Home Day as well, so I'll
I
just bring
have
it
a
to the
version
table.
of those if you want to work with the design. It's
A
the one that
version?
Kim originally did, that
Well,
I
I was-
updated every year.
For the expo, so I was gonna, I could do 4 on a page, so they're small for people to
Yeah, I've
take.
done that too, yeah.
Which I do at the library, and it seems to work well, cause it's not like this giant piece of paper, it's
Yeah,
like
I've
small,
done
they
it
can
too,
put on their
I've cut 'em.
fridge. So I could just do it that way, but I'll bring them to the table on at Old Home Day, cause we'll be down there as well.
So it's, this one was for the vendors, to get the vendors to sign up. That's the application, but then this is the announcement. It's very
Do
basic.
you wanna send me that, or?
Yeah, I have electronic, so this is
Okay.
a packet of that
Oh,
stuff.
okay, then I can just take that.
Oh,
But I can
good.
send it to everybody
Oh, that would
electronically,
be
Perfect.
helpful.
but I
Good.
also have a packet for everybody, but we won't get to that. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. But we should have those at the booth too.
Yeah, I'll bring them,
Yeah.
I'll bring them by the booth, cause
That's really the most
if you guys are gonna be
important.
near me,
Yeah.
I'll have them there.
Erin, right,
Oh,
perfect, good,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, because really that's the purpose of why we're having the booth, to really promote the expo. So anything else, we have the banner in the back. I wish we had a poster or something too that we could put out front, but if anyone comes up with anything, let me know. we could probably still get something printed. Maybe we could even get the flyer printed larger. Erin was remembering at the last meeting that someone came up with, well, Bill, you created this gorgeous
Didn't
big
you
poster
you did the
that
poster,
Erin put it in
giant
the
poster I put
library
in my
window, and it
for the
was
expo.
Oh, yes, we had Minuteman Press.
Yes.
build
Oh,
those.
Minuteman did that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I think Bob
He's a
did
great guy, Bob. We could check. Want me?
We could see it's close.
It
Like
is, yeah.
I'm having Bob build 2 family reunification signs that we're gonna use this year at Old Home Days, because last year we had some children and some elderly get lost. And so, so this year we're gonna have family reunification signs both on the town common and on Friday night back
Oh,
behind the
okay.
high school. Because both nights we had a
Nice.
situation, so
Jeez,
it will
yeah.
be well marked as to where you need to go should you lose a family.
Each other.
Excellent.
Oh, wow, I
Okay.
can see that
But
happening.
point being, I asked Bob like last week to make it.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
Think we should reach out or?
I mean, you might see him tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
there you go. Right.
So you could ask him. He
yeah.
just
All right.
moved. He just moved his shop.
Okay.
So he's up on South Willow Street, just by FW Webb, right over the line
Oh, I didn't realize that.
from
Okay.
over where
Yeah,
he was.
all
So I
right.
don't know what his.
Yeah, it's a big, yeah, but we'll try, and if you
Yeah.
can't, we're fine without it.
And I'm thinking if you wanted to do a poster, don't put a date on it, so you can use it every year,
That's a
then
brilliant
just attach
idea
the date.
too. Yeah, you could do that.
right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what they
Yeah.
did
Do you
for the
have
craft
one from
fair
last
for
year? You
years
just, like,
and years
cross
at
it
the senior
out?
center. They
Oh,
just
my
changed the one date.
goodness.
A new date on it.
Oh,
You're right.
that is a.
Very
Oh, I
nice,
have
right?
sounds.
I have
That sounds.
Ilona, yeah.
some of these big
The A-frames?
A-frames that was, that the craft fair used, the LSCI used.
So we
Yeah.
could put it, that's what we need, something to
They're
draw
in my,
attention on the front.
they're in my shed.
I have a handful of them also at the fire station from when we were
Oh,
promoting. some.
right.
I'll
COVID,
send you
I think it
pictures
might
of
be
them.
Maybe
pre-
COVID.
COVID.
They're,
They're
they're
Oh,
kind
you
of,
go.
they're
Giant
very,
mask.
But if we cover
Ignored.
them, maybe send the
Wear a mask.
dimensions, because then if we can get someone to print back in front, we could probably pull that off.
they're heavy too.
Okay, good. Yeah, so the A-frames, okay. Let's see here. So the only thing we really weren't clear on with this is setup we have covered. So, John, myself, Valerie, anyone else that's available, please feel free. The parade doesn't start until 10. 8-ish we'll get there, so, there's a little bit of lingering time, but there's so much going on in the common. My concern is, Kirsten's email does encourage all,
Speaking of
hey,
Kirsten.
Kirsten, I just mentioned your name.
Wait, let's mention
Why am I saying Kirsten? I call her
$50,000.
Kirsten. Kirsten, I'm saying Kirsten. But she does encourage everyone to stay until 4, the booths. More of a concern, one, you don't want the comment to, all of a sudden everyone's
Yeah, there's a lot
gone.
of traffic.
But also the cars and people on the common and all of that. So that's a lot, because Elizabeth, how long did you and you, Lois, how long do you usually, were you there to 4?
Yes, but this year it's gonna be different.
Okay.
For both of us,
I'll be there in the morning.
and I'll be there in the afternoon. There were 4 of us last year. John and Jim did the morning,
And
and Elizabeth and I did the afternoon. So we had 4 people doing the booth, not 2
Okay, perfect.
last year.
So-
So,
I mean,
what
good
time
morning,
are you
everybody.
gonna get there?
yeah,
I
I
can be there
have,
at 9.
I have the Plane Fest at the Aviation Museum in
Oh,
the
you
morning.
do, so you'll be, definitely
can stay.
afternoon,
Yeah,
but what
and-
time would you say?
I'll try for 1.
Okay, so one,
And then last year, when we went to take that booth down, we thought we were gonna have to take it down. The fire department, we left it, and I believe, wasn't it the fire department? Yeah, that came and took it down for us. We didn't have to take it down.
that's,
I can
So-
always delegate.
okay, Phil,
Just
I
watch
hate
your
to
pretty
do that.
eyelash.
I would be there until, but we
We'll
have
do
a
it.
wedding on the, so we'll be
See,
there
we all got
until.
other commitments.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but at the morning, I
But
can
if we
definitely.
stagger it, like I know, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there at 8, I can't possibly stay
Right,
until
to
4,
4,
I was
right,
thinking I
on
could
that.
probably stay till 11, but if
Okay.
you have coverage, if you guys are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
she's gonna be there in the morning.
So Elizabeth,
Yeah.
you're.
I'm gonna be there.
Kelly,
Is there
thank
anyone
you.
else that can be there in
No,
the
I'm
afternoon?
ready to
Anyone
go,
else?
yeah,
Yes.
thank you, because I'm not gonna be able to.
Anyone else got a commitment?
Clearly.
Do we have any set, like a sign-up sheet that we could maybe do 2-hour slots instead
That's a
of
possibility
like
too.
2 sets of people doing 4-hour slots or more?
What do you think?
Well, we kinda did 3-hour slots,
3-hour
10 to
slots?
1 and 1 to 4.
Okay, but then the
Yeah,
people
10 to
who
1.
set up are there at 8, right?
Yeah.
that is the only.
Yeah, I think I was there till around 11, or just, when does the parade start? I think,
10.
10.
I think I left right after the parade, so
Yeah,
I was there
yeah.
until the
Yeah,
parade.
and that's
ended.
kind of when we need the coverage and the setup's so vital,
Yeah.
but the people in the
It gets
booth,
crazy
yeah.
after the parade.
It does, because everyone comes, but so who can definitely be there in the morning for the 3 hours, let's say like
I
that
cannot do
10
I'm
to,
definitely,
10 to 1?
Here's
10 to
another
1.
option
Yeah,
if
Phil?
people are available, and I say this because I unfortunately cannot assist on Old Home
Yeah.
Days because I have a lot of other things going on that day. You can set up Friday evening, so you could put the stuff up and set the tent up and then leave it like as low as it can be on the common in its spot Friday evening. That's what we do with the fire department stuff.
Oh, and then we wouldn't.
And so
jump.
then all you gotta do is
Either
raise
place
the
or
tent
road.
up in the air and everything's
Leave-
underneath it
Oh, they leave
already.
the stuff
Yeah,
under?
right.
Yeah.
I mean, that means we have to do a Friday night. And I'd rather do-
You're more of a morning, I.
And that just
either
is an
way.
option
Yeah.
if people were available Friday evening
Yeah.
that wanted to do that,
Okay.
so they didn't have to
We
get
can
there
keep
at
it in
8, but
the-
just,
in
you know,
case.
Friday evening is also a,
It is, 'cause
there's
Kirsten
set up
has-
times on Friday. Like I send the guys down to the fire department on Friday to set the cooling tent
Right.
and the first aid tent up and leave the stuff underneath it,
Okay.
just leave it down.
So, and Kirsten does mention Friday too, but for now, we'll stay with our morning, okay, perfect.
I would have no problem going on Friday evening, and
Okay.
even getting help myself to get it done.
I think for now, we'll keep it as Saturday, only because the tent, the tricky little things to have a couple people there that have been through the process, but thank you so much, and maybe we'll evolve into that for next year with it. Is there anyone, so that 10 to 1, is there anyone that can possibly be there? So right now, we have Elizabeth, 10 to
I'm
1.
sorry, I have a family wedding, I'm
Oh,
gone
see,
all
there
weekend.
you
You'll
go.
be there what time?
Well,
Nine
we could be
nine
there
to what?
9 to, like maybe from 2 to 4.
Well, we would take that,
2 to
sure,
4?
yeah, 2 to
Perfect.
4,
Yeah.
because that'll be,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. But I have to
So-
leave at 4 because I'm at Tupelo that night, so I mean.
No,
You have a good day.
Volunteering.
Monday is, and they're all volunteers.
All
It's
volunteer
crazy.
things. But that
They're
would
all-
be wonderful, because 1 is okay in there, and generally what happens is other people that, you come by, you sit, that's why we
You
want
grab
extra
them.
chairs.
That's what I do, yeah.
Yeah, and the people will pop in, but even if someone were alone, it's not the worst thing, but, so we do have coverage then, so again, from 10 to 1, who do we have? 10 to 1?
Anyone that can be with Elizabeth?
I'm 9 to 11:30 for sure.
Okay,
Okay, that's good.
9:30 to 11:30, all right.
Valerie, what time?
John,
did you
how
say?
long are you gonna be there? You're like
I'll
our
be-
rock.
I'm just trying to figure
I
it out.
will stay until I'm relieved.
Oh, yeah, the
So you
So
really don't
Yeah,
mind?
and then-
Really, I've done it.
Yes,
I'm
you
always
have.
thrown.
Yeah, John has done that for us every year.
And Jim stayed all day
And
last
Jim
year.
too, so that's
Yes.
what we're really, where
So,
our weak spot
Kelly,
is.
I'll be
Jim-
there at least
yeah.
8 to 11,
Okay.
all right?
When are we meeting to set it up?
8.
To set it up, 8:00.
Okay,
8:00.
at the Lions to carry it over.
Yeah,
How
if
is
that
it-
works for you, we could do 8:30
No, I just
too,
need,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
How is the tent going to arrive? That was a mystery to me last year.
Yeah, well, if we're gonna,
They
yeah,
brought
remember we were,
they brought it
yeah.
on a golf cart, somebody ran to get it for
Yeah,
us.
we brought it, we came here, picked it up, and then at first John had the golf cart, and we,
Okay.
I don't know if you or I drove in it, but yeah. But this time, we won't have to worry about that, because we'll have it at the Lions, so we'll just have to lug it over.
I had another
So-
sign option, maybe.
Okay?
Does your husband still have his political signs?
I still have mine too, we both do.
You can cover them over
Yeah.
and stick them in the
Oh,
ground.
because they've got the stick things, that's a good idea
Yeah.
too. So whatever we can get printed to put around, it would be kind of cute to
That
have.
might be a small.
Some
yeah.
around, yeah, 4 or 5 to kind of, yeah, no, we have plenty of those, plenty of them, from mine and, and John, so that's a great idea, Lauren.
Yeah.
All right, so, are we
So,
feeling like we have
How
coverage?
far is it from the Lions Club to where we're thinking
Across
that?
the
Yeah,
street.
across
Right.
So it's
the street.
not very far at
300
all?
yards.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
And James, so what was your time frame, because, were you thinking 8 to, or you could come at 10, right at
One,
3?
well,
Or in the afternoon?
To help set.
one is around the time I'd have to be leaving.
Okay.
So, I could potentially be at the booth from 10 to 1.
Okay.
I would have to leave.
Yeah, I think if we had you because we've kind of got that initial setup ready to go, and lots of hands there to help, so why don't we also add James to that 10 to 1 coverage
We're definitely
Um,
heavy in the morning, and the afternoon seems a lot lighter.
later,
Yeah.
okay,
We have
so,
Marianne and Lois.
Lois.
and that's it.
I know Jeff will let me be here at once.
I'm going to help, Kirsten needs me at the t-shirt booth, but she didn't give me a time yet, so when I'm not there, I can be.
Bouncing around.
Bouncing
And
around.
remember, we have John, because John, God bless, will.
John will
John is our
Is this payback time?
Yeah. For our 1 o'clock
Yeah.
meeting.
I just
so
have
yes,
to
so-
double check my schedule and then I can let you know. I'll try to
Thank
do it in
you.
the afternoon though, so
That'd be
that
great.
Oh, that,
That
thank
would be
you,
good.
that
That
sounds
would be
great.
good.
My instinct is that it'll come together
It
for
will.
us, you know,
It
so,
will.
yeah, and
All
again, you know, just having a couple, like, people that know the, it'll, yeah, and
And
it's
you're gonna
really
speak to the
fun.
fire department about, again, about taking it down?
I will say this, they're gonna be directly across from you at the end of the afternoon. If you
Yeah.
walk over and say, hey guys, do you mind helping us take this tent down?
Yeah.
I
They're not
promise you,
gonna say
I
no.
promise you they will help.
I
Okay.
don't know, I don't know last
I
year.
remember, yeah.
We were there and they.
I
I
know,
bet there'll
said-
be, I bet there'll be,
Yeah.
visitors that'll help you.
Yeah,
too.
I will not
Yeah.
be there at 4 because
Yeah.
I'm working the Boot Scoot and Boogie
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go home for a few hours before I come back and
Yeah,
go
But,
work.
yeah, so
You're gonna
we
sober
will
up.
check that too in the
Sure.
morning.
Yeah.
John and I, James will make sure, Valerie, we'll try to talk to people to make sure that you're not stranded there at the end
at
of it.
4 o'clock,
Yeah.
yeah.
And where does everything go at 4 o'clock?
I'm thinking, should we bring it back to
Throw it
the,
back over there and
to the
we'll
Lions,
take it back
okay.
on Monday
and
or
that's what we'll
Tuesday.
ask our volunteer helpers that aren't aware yet that they're going to be our
So will the
volunteers.
Lions
Will
still
it
be
be
open?
I was gonna say, will it be
Yeah.
open?
It is
8 o'clock.
But
Well,
will
then
we,
you'll be there until 4,
Maybe.
maybe.
The Lions Hall will be
Okay.
there.
Well, the Lions will be,
It'll
well, the
there.
Lions have their own event going on.
But will the
Okay.
The
building
tent
be
that, the
open?
tent for Wednesday night that we use for the old home, the senior picnic is there all weekend and it's used on Saturday for other things. And the Lions have an event there, so they'll,
Be putting things
the
in.
building will be there.
Should be open.
They're kind of possessive, so it'd be best if I'm there. If you all wanna take my cell number, make sure, you know,
I will take your
give me the, okay.
You made
I'll
a
give
note
it to you
of
privately,
Yeah.
there's a television.
Yeah, oh, very good, okay. All right, so, I think we're feeling good about our people that'll be there. Patrick, yes?
Does everyone have a polo shirt that we made up?
Oh, I
Oh,
wanted to bring
shirts,
those
yes.
too. They are next door. I can, Patrick had them made up first, and they are nice. Their collar, they say senioritas. They should still be next door. So when we end the meeting, we'll go check, and if anyone would like one, I can also bring them in my office and you can stop by and take a look too. Don't feel you have to go through 'em. Maybe I can.
Get one that fits you.
But, yes. But, and then also that's something you would have for the expo, but if you wanna wear it on
Sorry,
home day,
I
you
just don't
can.
wanna pinch you.
That's perfect.
No, my
Um,
arms
You
are
got a smaller one?
Yeah, but you know, everyone with if you want a shirt to wear for Old Home Day, we'll have them, they're in there. I think we'll just bring them into my office and if anyone does want one. But, and then for the expo though, we'll have to see how many we have, because it did look really nice.
Quite a few.
We all wear the
Yeah,
same.
it looked nice, yeah.
I had a
to have
nice
them.
top, they made me put it on.
Yeah, that was nice, and then, kind of the unity, so, all right, checking, booth, the staff, the parade, Elizabeth, 4 p.m. breakdown, we covered that. Patrick, I needed that to be jumped to the front, about our honoring Jim. And then I think as far as Old Home Day goes, water, if anyone wants to bring some snacks or something, I'll try to, just something while you're in, but there's so many wonderful things to
There's a lot of
purchase
food
around
there.
there, you probably won't worry about that. Anything else briefly about Old Home Day that we might have missed? John?
This is not really about our committee. I was at the town council meeting last night, and it was kind of, what should I say? It was not exciting.
Yeah.
They were talking about Old Home Day, and it sounds like they are in pretty dire need of volunteers, which I hadn't heard before, so not that we certainly don't wanna dilute our work on the
Yeah.
booth,
Right.
but it sounds like they really need volunteers badly. I don't know why, maybe a lot of people have left the traditional people have left, or
The premise of Old Home Day, right, started back, in the late 1800s with citizens, volunteers getting together to welcome people back into the communities. It was the governor that actually came up with it. But I think from what I heard last night that that's what they're hoping for, but volunteerism is tough. But I think that's maybe the goal that our new town manager is looking at. But I remember they did bring that up, John, but yeah, but for this year, I think they're ready to go. I think it's in really good shape. So, no, perfect. It may be something we can get involved in next time too. So, we are down to the 5-minute mark. I think that we've covered everything that we needed to. We'll definitely be checking in early next week with each other just to make sure that we're not missing anything. Is there anything as far as our liaison reports go? Not reports, but is there anything, Patrick, anything else from the police station that,
I spent quite a bit of time over at the Baldwins, which is independent living, assisted living, and what's the proper term? End of life care.
Yeah, they have all levels, right?
And
Hospice?
they love partnering with the community. So I share that so we can all think about any ways that someone can think of how they could help us. But they're awesome over there. We've developed a wonderful relationship. And
Are they coming to the expo? I don't have an application for them yet.
I will ask them. I know they go to the
year.
concert at the Commons because they had a table there. I think they're a sponsor of it actually. So Linda Carlton's the programs director. I'll figure out who I need to contact and I'll invite them over.
Excellent.
But for the expo.
That is a great idea.
But they have. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful facility, and I bet they'd be willing if we. Other than an expo, if we wanted to host an informational night,
I think
then I
that's-
think we could do it there as opposed to like
That'd
town
be
hall.
great.
police
Maybe a
department.
tour even of our senior, we did that
Oh,
years
that
ago
would be
when American Assisted
fun.
Living, do you remember that? That we had a lovely dinner and our committee went over and learned a lot about American Assisted, which now has been there probably close to 10 years. But yeah, that is a great idea, cause they're right there for us now. Thank you, Patrick, great. Phil, anything?
No,
else
I mean,
you
it's kind of on the same arena as Patrick, is our community relations division is working on getting in touch with all the 55 and older communities in town, and the assisted living facilities, and just trying to set up times where we can go in and answer questions and just let them know, what we offer.
What resources
Yeah.
are here and perfect, and Erin, anything else from the library?
No, we're
Wonderful.
just very busy, doing summer reading. We've kind of surpassed some of our numbers from last year, way already, so, we've been very busy. I think since joining the consortium, that's brought a lot of really great people in,
Everyone talks
and,
about that, it's great.
it's a great resource, so, I definitely, I think there's a lot more we can offer you than we were before, so that's great.
Excellent.
But we are also gonna be at the Old Home Day, like I mentioned, and at the Expo. So I believe we're gonna be marching in the parade too for Old Home Day, so if you see us, wave.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Throw frisbees.
we are giving away Frisbees, so I'm,
Throw glasses cases.
no. Well, no, at the Senior Expo, we'll have the glasses cases, yeah.
And Erin, you just triggered something for me too. A wonderful man, Wayne and Laura Parsons, came into the office last week and he would like to have a table at the expo for the honor flights that they do for veterans.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a beautiful flyer and I wanted to share that at the next meeting we will. But I think that would be wonderful.
great.
The honor flight is
Absolutely.
when they honor and they literally take veterans to Washington for a tour. And so we'll add that to our agenda for next time because that was really important. And then Ilona, I'm cutting you a little short, but you are going to have the floor at the
Oh,
next
boy.
one for the expo. Is
Well,
there
I
anything
need to
you
talk
want
about the
add?
expo today.
All right,
It's
go
2
ahead.
months,
You got
2
it.
months
Yep.
away.
Go ahead.
So here we go, kids.
All right, give us
Okay,
that.
you're each getting a packet of the vendor application,
So,
the vendor, and you can, I will send these to you electronically too, I think I already have. So I'll do it again.
yeah, we need one more down here.
I'll sit in the back seat.
So what I need you guys to do is, I've sent out like 120, 130 emails, and I've gotten 21 applications back. I started about 3 weeks ago. I have 4 packets here. I want somebody to raise their hand and tell me how they're gonna contact the people that don't have email addresses. And let them know about the,
I would be happy to.
each one of these has 10 to 13 or 14 on it. So what I did was, they're in alphabetical order. If they have an email address, don't bother. If they're blank, that means I haven't contacted them, because I'm not gonna call 180 people individually myself.
Right,
I'm not gonna
Ilona,
do
what
it.
you have
I
done
can't.
far exceeds.
The yellow people with the green writing have already given me an application.
Oh, good.
So
my
you
gosh,
only
Ilona,
have to concentrate on the people who don't have an email address. And I numbered, for this one, I did number 1, 2, 3, so that's one packet.
Okay. And what
I
is
have-
your goal? Am I just obtaining email addresses?
they're
Or
interested-
I'm giving them the whole spiel?
You can give them the whole spiel if you're comfortable with it. You can
Perfect.
call me you can contact me and I'll tell you what to say.
Happy to.
Or
do
I
that.
can listen to what you have to say and maybe,
Lana will make a pre-recorded message for you if you'd like.
but I have 3 more packets, so you want one?
Perhaps it is worthwhile getting an
Okay,
email
this
to
is
Lori
my
to share it,
this is-
because that way we can then send the information.
Yeah, like in the future.
I said
That
it
is
might
a
be
good
worthwhile to
idea.
get someone on the phone, whether they commit on the phone or not, just grab the email anyways, so we can
Yes.
add it to our
Right,
files.
right, exactly.
Yes.
This is built off of the
Oh,
list
thank
that,
you.
that I developed and then Jim finessed before he left us. So, who was the last one? Who was the last one?
Does that have last? I just gave her mine.
Oh, you, oh,
I don't want to commit and not be able to do it.
7.
I'm being honest.
Well, whatever you can't do, bring to the next meeting, we'll pass it to another group.
Okay, that
This one has 10.
Yeah. So really, you're making a phone call and asking for that email and letting
So
them know.
that we can get information about our expo on October 4th to you. And I've already, people are really interested in this, and I'm gonna re-email the people who haven't,
Perfect. Gotten back to
responded,
us.
just to give them a little reminder, cause sometimes you go out too early.
And I'll send you the honor flight information.
Okay.
Are we advertising in the Dairy News, Londonderry Times, the Manchester
I don't
Evening
know, I can just
Leader?
drive to the places too if I wanted to, right?
Sure.
Oh, I tried that last year.
And Ilona
I gotta show up with your
advertises.
Yeah, I love it. Well, it was an organization. you know?
yeah.
Ilona, on the advertising, Lois just asked, and that's a great point. Newspapers, how did we handle that last
I've
year?
never
Like,
done it, I didn't
all
do it
right.
before somebody else
No.
did.
Well, you know what, I'll make sure that happens.
And I
Say,
see stuff
Talk
going.
to Kirsten.
Yeah,
about that.
Kirsten will do it.
I see stuff go into I don't ever see anything in the Londonderry Times. I see stuff in the Dairy News, and they put in a false, I had a canceled event that I canceled 3 or 4 weeks ago, my jazz, concert. And they published, I don't know how they got the information, but it was canceled. They canceled, they couldn't
So
do
they
it.
published it, but you had already canceled it?
Right, I had it all over the place saying it was
Yeah.
canceled, and I never told them to publish it.
Boy, I'm not sure.
So that was a little tricky.
I'm telling you.
And I have one question though.
Right, I'll do the.
I had mentioned, would it be worthwhile to drop off flyers at those assisted living places?
a
Like
great
last
idea.
year, a lot of them were on my
Yeah, the
list.
poster itself, that's not the yellow one, that's not the
second
application, the
page.
last, that's the vendor one, the yellow one is for the vendors.
Yeah,
And that last one is the
this is
page.
this
Yeah.
one.
If you drop that off,
I'll ask
those
you
could
this.
go all over town.
Okay.
They could go all over town. But,
Paste them on the-
I can send you the electronic version of that.
Put them under people's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, so, anything else, Ilona, because what you've done to prepare for this is incredible.
Well, I like it because it gives me all my contacts when people say, do you know somebody who
Yeah,
can do that?
exactly, yeah, you're building your own,
Is that-
I can take it back.
Oh,
Come out. No,
Oh,
this is
wow.
this is my main one.
Oh.
Sorry, I only have 4
If you want,
packets.
just send it to me electronically, that's fine.
Patrick, do you want mine? There's 10.
Valerie, yeah, because,
Well,
Wow.
I'm scared. I'm working full time, remote 2 days. I'm not
oh, yes,
committing on.
so, I close to 7:03. I know people do have to go other places. Thank you so much. This was phenomenal. We accomplished a lot. And, we'll see you at Old Home Day, and then we have our next meeting September 2nd. So I need a motion. We'll make a motion to
Motion.
adjourn the meeting. Thank you,
Motion,
Valerie.
7:03.
And perfect, 7:03 is the time, and I need a
I'll
second.
second.
Thank you very much. And,